You know, it's very interesting that just last month I went to Bangladesh and I spent 5 days with an organization called BRAC, which is an NGO. And I was completely blown away by this organization because it is a social enterprise in a way, which has scaled like a large corporation. I was thinking that in a way it's a bit like the Tata Group of Bangladesh because they're in a conglomerate. They're in education and massive.
Right.
They're in healthcare,
Right.
massive. They're in banking and microfinance, and they're in social enterprise. So they're like a business group. They're like a parallel government because they do things that the government hasn't been able to do. In Bangladesh, or for that matter in India, meeting the Millennium Development Goals, or in many parts of the emerging world. And interestingly, they are able to cover 80% of their costs through their own revenues. So it's not as if they're just taking handouts,
Right.
which itself would be interesting if they're taking handouts and were able to achieve the scale. But they're not just relying on that. They use the market mechanism where it makes sense. So I think it is possible to scale, but it is very much a Jugaad organization. If you look at how they operate, it is very frugal as an organization. They're highly flexible. They're experimenting all the time. And talking about incubating, they've created something called a social innovation lab.